Hey guys, so I wanted to break down, as you can see, it's really hard to come on here and have your face with the green screen and describing it. So this is how I got to talk, which is fine. So green screen, I guess, is kind of being banned, but so many rules is being banned. So in the first, you can see this first screenshot I have up here is basically saying and talking about the digital ID that is mandatory now in the UK. Where they can't basically, it says you can't even work in the United States if you do not comply and have the digital ID. I think I told you guys about a dream that I had in like a few couple of months ago, where I had a dream where it was like not only war, but it was where there was IDs, but it was like your social and your ID were one. And it's so funny now the UK has announced that it's mandatory for you to have these digital IDs now. And these IDs, which is crazy, is where you can basically, they obviously got to scan it for you to go to work. They have to scan it for you to get food. They have to scan it for you to do anything. And it's so crazy because if you see the picture of the lady up in the second green screen, you can see where it says there are public, they are popping up all over where they're doing barricades. And it's so funny how now that this whole ID thing is so major. Like, I was like, how would they know? And I don't know if you guys noticed these purple lights that has been going around for last few years. Be like, would they put purple lights? And everybody like, oh, it's just a purple light, it's just a better to see, because they ran out of the regular lights. However, it makes no sense, because now I'm thinking it's something to scan. They're going to have to scan something. And now they're creating these barricades in the UK where they're going to be stopping people to see if they have these digital IDs. And you cannot probably travel past a certain level. And another person that's getting affected by this, Australia. Citizens can access a range of services, banking to buying, digital identification, health records, all this stuff. Like, so it just really goes so far. So I want you to see in the bottom right hand corner, you see a bunch of people with their eyes blanked out. This is what Canada and the UK are about to go through, where it's going to be a social scoring where their score wasn't high enough because they didn't comply. These people tried to either travel or try to get money, try to do certain things. And if they're not complying and their score is too low, the government is putting these people's pictures up like they are convicts, like they did something wrong. And look at this. You see this right here. And they're embarrassing them. What's blanked out is not only their faces, but it's only blanked out for us. But it's not blanked out for their country. And right underneath that is their addresses. They're giving them their address and just shaming them because they didn't comply to the government with whatever they told her to do. It could be the social, and you don't have a high enough social score. So much is going on, and this is kind of getting a bit scary, y'all, because this is absolutely, like, however, it's in Revelation 13. And I only say scary because our freedom is getting taken away, and we have to begin to prepare for the coming. We have to be people. I think we need to be prepared for the Great Tribulation. And people don't recognize it. I even told you guys that Trump is giving off AC vibes, and most of y'all probably didn't listen. But look at all the laws that's being passed. Look at what's happening in 2030. All this stuff that they are preparing and prepping for now. This digital ID stuff is going to come here. Okay, that means if you scan your card, and you know how normally, like you say, if we don't have cash, we scan our card. We don't have our the money on the card. We know it's working, but sometimes it's not work. You know, you scan your card, it don't work. You try to get cash, they're going to take away cash. So if you don't have a card and they scan this new ID, this ID has your whole life on it. You scan that card and you have a low score or a social score or whatever, they can say you can't buy your food, or you ate a steak 2 days ago, you can only do that once a week. We all let that freedom that we could do. That's finances. That's food. You can neither buy nor sell. It says it in book Revelation 13. If y'all don't believe what it says in the Bible, look at what's going on in the news. You can't buy nor sell unless you do what they're telling you to do. It's the mark is them. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy, y'all. Y'all have to really be paying attention. As well, Vietnam is closing. They closed 86 million bank accounts After this whole announcement, all these announcements, the digital IDs, if you do not comply to what they want, you will try to go get tickets for a trip. And there's after this, I have so many pictures to show y'all on that's been all over the news. And obviously the green screen is not allowing me, but let me tell you guys, they are scanning. People would scan their cards to try to buy tickets, and they were banned. There's people that in this like same country in Asia, if you scan your card, you're trying to get if you're trying to get tickets, air tickets to go fly somewhere, they said you cannot, you're not allowed to fly. They'll ban you because you did not comply to them. This buy no sell, this is a beast system that is starting now. It is here now. It has not been announced for the United States as of yet, but it's in Asia and it's starting in the UK, and people all over UK, you can look it up on TikTok. They are talking about it. The laws are changing. Bank accounts are getting shut down if you do not have these digital IDs. You will not be able to go to work. You will not be able to go food shopping. They are shutting things down now. This will come to the United States. Okay? You can look it up and Google it. That's their whole thing. This is crazy, but it's in the Bible. It's biblical. It's here. They said it. And all we can do now is just pray. And we know God is going to take care of his people. So it's not about fearing. It's just literally, I think it's more of it's a bit of a anxiety for some, because it's like, well, how am I feed my kids and all of this stuff? I can't take them off. Y'all, this whole thing started, the test was the lockdowns. The test was the complying to the lockdowns and what they wanted you to do. If you did not have this card, if you didn't do this and have this card proving that you did it, then what happens? You couldn't go to the games. You couldn't. That was a start. That was them trying to try out to see if people would comply. Most of the world did. So now this is, and I told you guys it wasn't the end of it. And I knew it. I said, this is going to be the start, and how they're going to create this beast system so they can start with to create the beast system for the mark of the beast. This is a Revelation 13. I ask you guys, for those of you that are new Christians and have never heard of it, this is going to be the Antichrist system, the beast system, where it's going to be a whole new world, whole new rules. Everything will never be the same. And some people are calling it ID dictatorship. It's just everything is just a takeover. Things won't be the same. And I need you guys to understand that we are living in the last days. And if you don't know, so much things are going on. The last days are here. Not only wars are going on, we having the whole beast system is setting up. We having churches and people getting killed for being Christians. We getting people that are a church was just shot up today in Michigan. It's just the attacks are getting more serious. It's going to get worse. The dollar is going to be the next thing that's going to be out. No more, So I'm just telling you guys to prepare you for what's coming on the news, that the digital IDs will be a part of the United States. The rules will shock many, because so many people are caught up in the world that they're not even paying attention or focus on what's going on, that the rules and regulations are changing. Pay attention, wake up, tell people some people say, oh, just don't comply and all this other stuff. And I get it. I get how people are feeling, but it's like, it's about to get real. We're going to have to make a decision. Follow Christ, obey Christ, don't take the mark. And right now it's not, you got to be killed, but right now they're going to take everything away from you, where you ain't going to have most people ain't going to have no other choice but to bow down. We're not to bow down. We should not take the mark. Okay, right now, this is not the mark of the beast. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying, they're going to get to a point where the digital ID is not enough, and they're going to create a mark where that mark is your whole life, your health. I told you guys, your health, you're going food shopping, how much you buy, how much you sell, the whole digital footprint. That's what they want. They want to know everything about you. So if you decide that you do not want to comply to what they're telling you, they will take it, or they will expose you like you're a bad person. You try to go buy a ticket to move out away. You try to go get some food and they would block you out. That's why they want everything digital. It's a